Hello, everyone, and welcome to historic Gill Stadium, a blustery historic Gill Stadium today, as we have a great matchup between the Memorial Crusaders and the Keene Blackbirds, Division I high school baseball action here from Manchester Public Television. My name is Kyle Levy. Along with me today is Nikki Callahan, phenomenal softball, baseball, everything type player. Glad to be having you up here in the booth, up high above the field, as we have a great game in store for us today, Nikki.
Oh, thank you, Kyle. It's very nice to be here with you.
Yeah, it's we were planning on doing a softball game today, but unfortunately the things changed, and now here we are at baseball. And it's either way, it's glad to be up here high above. A beautiful sunny day, but the winds coming from the northwest are going to make this game a very interesting thing for any left fielder, center fielder, and even pitching, as we're seeing here from Noah Walgamont, who is down 3-1 in the count right now, pitching to the right fielder Liam Conley for the Blackbirds. Nikki, it's your first time really here to Gill Stadium, so obviously first impressions here from looking out at this giant field here.
It is definitely a beautiful field, Kyle, for sure. Just unfortunate you have to play different athletic sports on the field, going with lacrosse and football, but the field in itself for baseball looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's a definitely very busy here at Gill Stadium with football, soccer, field hockey, lacrosse. There's so much going on, and obviously right now we have three different teams playing here between West Central and Memorial. So we're glad to be able to partake in being up in the box. A hit out to right field. Right fielder coming in, dealing with the wind, dealing with the sun, and is able to grab it. And there we go with one out in the inning, a tough one. We're going to see a lot of trouble with the wind here out in the outfield today, Nikki.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Alex, but he kept his eye on it, came in quick.
And then we got a fly out. So one out here. Still a runner at first base as Liam Conley took that walk. And now up to bat, the shortstop is Zach Morris. Got to wonder if people a little bit older than him can kind of confuse him with Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell fame.
I did think that when I saw him on the lineup.
Yeah.
Is his name Zach Morris?
No, it's Zach Morris. As we'll see what he can do as he fouls one out to right field again. He's running hard. Oh, not able to get it right there. You can see he had a good, ability to see the ball, but that wind and the sun is going to be super difficult for all the right fielders and the first basemen today as well.
Would have been a great grab.
This field, as I joke every single game, reminds me of the Oakland Athletics Coliseum with such a huge foul territory.
He's taking off.
And he's going to get a stolen base right there. So already a runner in scoring territory as a stolen base there for Liam Conley. And a 2-1 count. Noah Walgamont has to be smart here. Don't need to go down quickly in this game. Memorial comes into this game 0-4 on the season so far, looking to get their first win, as the Blackbirds of Keene are 3-0. So a battle of the beaten and unbeaten here at on this April 26th day here, 52 degrees at game time. Fouled off, and now we have a full count. See what he can do here.
It was a nice pitch by Frost. A little high in letters, but it was a nice pitch. Made him chase it.
Frost is the pitcher for Keene today. This is Noah Walgamont out here. So Walgamont, and he gives up another walk. Now two base runners on the paths, and Walgamont getting himself in a little bit of trouble in the top of the first inning here, as now up to the plate comes Peter Haas. Haas, obviously a big name in the NASCAR, Stewart Haas Racing, as well as Indy cars.
Ah, yes.
As now we have still only one out with two walks and a flyout so far in this inning. And now coach has come out to try to talk Noah down. He's been falling behind in the count each batter so far, and only dealing with his fourth batter of this game. It's not a good trend, and you got to talk to your players early on and try to get this all squared away.
How old is Noah?
Noah, I believe, is a junior here, so he would be roughly about 16, 17 years old.
Junior,
so
okay.
The umpires for today's game, the Bryan brothers, not brothers, but the infield umpire is Brian Smith, and behind the plate is Brian Troop. So these guys are veterans in the baseball world around New Hampshire. So we'll hopefully get a good game on the behind the plate and on the field. Outside pitch again, a 3-0 count.
Ooh.
Not a good trend here for Noah Walgamont, who's, you can blame the wind as much as you want, because a lot of these balls have been to the right side of the. Oh, no, ball 4. I thought it might have hit the strike zone, but now we have bases loaded with only 1 out here, and a little bit of trouble here, Nikki.
I feel like I'm watching the Red Sox, Kyle.
It's kind of get the same feel in some ways, the way they've been playing. Red Sox able to get a victory in yesterday's game to split the series, and the ball kind of gets away from Alley, not too far away that the base runner from third, Austin, was not able to come down, and another at bat with a walk, or with a ball 1.
I wonder if his hands are cold or he's just maybe nervous or not too sure. But
certainly with 52 degrees and
yeah.
a swing and a miss. Nice job there, throwing a little heat down there to number 11, Aaron Kent, the designated hitter for the Blackbirds. And the pitch, low. Nice job by Tim Alley blocking that again. Nothing worse than some pass balls to let the runs come in, and there's a pretty good amount of space behind the plate all the way to the backstop. As
Nice.
Another swing and a miss. Now a 2-2 count.
It's going to give him some motivation here if he gets a strikeout.
Obviously, after walking 3 batters, he has nowhere else. There's nowhere else for them to go.
Ooh.
And strike 3. Noah Walgamont gets the K, and now bases loaded still. 2 outs makes it a little bit easier possibly. But as I saw on Friday, this win doesn't matter if there's 1 out, 2 outs, or no outs. That all it takes is a fly ball to be misjudged, and who knows, it could bring in 3 runs. But now the third baseman, Cal Tiani, up to bat. Tiani holding off on that one, a 1-1 count now.
I'm sure that gives Noah some motivation, makes him feel pretty good about getting that strikeout for having 3 walks already in this inning.
Yeah, that's a tough first inning there. Fouled off, now 2 strikes. Yeah, the umpire is smart down there. He's even got some gloves on. So obviously, if you're going to be out there, you got to keep your hands warm.
The handy warmers.
The handy warmers for sure. I mean, they might be popular for football players, but hey, if it can help you and get an upper hand in baseball, you might as well use them. The pitch inside. Cal Tiani looks like he's got some good size to him for sure.
Yes, he does. Pretty stocky.
Pretty good sized legs on the guy. And there's a strike 3. Noah Walgamont puts the pressure on himself and is able to escape. 3 base runners left on and 2 Ks in the inning, and Noah Walgamont gets out of a jam. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning as we'll see what the Crusaders can do up the bat. We'll be right back for the Manchester Public Television's baseball action. We are back here at Gill Stadium for the bottom of the first inning. We'll see what JJ, Mr. Quarterback himself, Josephic, can do at the plate. And another ball. So obviously he's reading it pretty well here so far. Jeffrey Josephic, who's playing center field, not shortstop today. So kind of a change in the usual for the Crusaders. A swing and a miss there.
Seems like an all-around athlete, JJ.
Yeah, the coach is saying he's swinging the bat really well. So I'm hoping that we can see some action here, because I know what he can do on the base path. A short little grounder to second base, easy throw over to first, and JJ is out on a quick 4-3 play. And, well, not the hit that we're hoping for, Nikki, but at least you got you got the bat on the ball.
Yep.
And now coming up to bat is Colin Brodeur, the first baseman, lefty. The first lefty of the game that we've seen for both sides. Colin is not afraid of this cold. He's wearing a short sleeve shirt. So he obviously is not affected by this wind and is ready to swing away.
No, he looks it.
and he hits a long fly ball into foul territory. The third baseman is not able to get to it. And just like that, we now have 2 strikes on Colin Brodeur.
It was a good cut by Colin. Just hit the end of the bat, fortunately.
Colin, a pretty good hockey player as well. I covered a lot of their games, their undefeated regular season. Unfortunately, it came to a tragic end in the first game of the playoffs. But we'll see what he can do here. Kind of a huge difference between an undefeated regular season and now he's on the Crusader team that hasn't won a game so far in this young season. Obviously, the playoffs are a whole different ballgame. It's not like it depends on records this year. Another fly ball. Now the third baseman might have a chance to run over, and it is going to drop down and get into the dugout there. So Brodeur a little behind on these swings. You know, if he was ahead of it, it would be more going towards first base, second base, maybe right field. But he seems to be a little late on his swings so far. We'll see what he can do here with a 1-2 count. Pitching for the Keene is Jonah Frost. He sends one over to shortstop. Shortstop's able to handle it, throw over, bouncing. Nice snag from the first baseman, able to get that out. And just like that, 2 quick outs for the Blackbirds in this inning.
That was a great glove by Alex Charles.
Very impressed with that. That was a even Zach Morris was able to just read where the ball was going to do. Didn't even get really behind it. He snagged it with his glove, and now here's a fly ball out there, but it's going to go foul, almost all the way to Maple Street if there wasn't a fence in the way. Thankfully, no one's running over that and causing damage. I saw on a story in the news that turtles in Florida decided to climb up a tree. Somehow, I didn't know turtles can climb trees, and it fell onto a car and broke the windshield, and the lady actually had to call an ambulance to bring her because of the glass and stuff like that from a turtle falling off a tree, hitting the windshield, breaking it, and causing glass to go everywhere in her car. So careful with turtles. And now a ground ball to second base, over to first. Alex Charles gets another out, and the Blackbirds go 1-2-3. 0-0, still in the heading to the top of the second for Manchester Public Television's baseball action. We'll be right back. And back for the second inning here as Austin Meadows up to bat for the Blackbirds, the center fielder there, as Noah Walgamot able to get himself out of a first inning jam. Even Nikki, we were talking, between innings, that was an impressive feat right there to have the bases loaded on 3 walks and able to get out of it without even a runner crossing the plate.
Oh, he took it all upon himself to get himself out of that. That was unbelievable. When you bases loaded.
Apparently it's still working because he's up 0-2 in this second inning versus Meadows. So apparently he got those jitters or warmed up his hands, whatever might have worked there, or whatever the manager might have said. And he fouls one up. See what Tim Alley can do. He's got a read on it. It's underneath us, and he's able to get that catch and make that out.
Nice job by Alley.
Well done. I couldn't really tell. We can't really see everything from in here when the fly balls go right around us. But either way, a quick out here for Noah Walgamot as Jaden Phillips, the catcher himself, comes up to the bat. Outside pitch, but it's called strike. Jaden has a little unorthodox type it fouls one back. See if Allie can read this one. Looks like it's going to land on top of us. Nope, never mind. It didn't hurt. I was waiting for a bang.
I didn't feel it.
I didn't feel anything. Kind of weird to have the front leg so far ahead of the back leg. Usually you're kind of lined up together, but maybe he's just trying to aim for right field, as we've seen a couple of foul balls here, an 0-2 count. Ooh, he took a little steam off that, trying to fake him out, and unfortunately, umpire did not think it was in the strike zone. So Jaden Phillips, nice job.
Nice job.
But just like that, he was not able to get a hold of it, and a K there for Walgamot, his third of the game. We saw a 1-2-3 inning for Crusaders. Let's see if the Blackbirds can go down by way of the K and go 1-2-3 as well. As Tanner Payne hopes to bring the pain to the Crusaders
Oh,
here.
that was a good one.
The left fielder. Oh, sends it up there. Shortstop able to range over, grab it, and the throw in time.
Nice throw.
Well done there by the shortstop, Rivera. And the Crusaders bring in the energy here, going 1-2-3 in the top of the second. We'll take a quick break and see what the Crusaders can do up at the bat with this energy. For Manchester Public Television's Baseball Action, we'll be right back. And back here from Gill Stadium for the bottom of the second inning, Jonah Frost looking to continue his pitching dominance, going 1-2-3 in the first inning. But Noah Walgamont, the pitcher for the Crusaders, up to bat here and trying to change that. Inside pitch called for a strike here. Battle of the pitchers here is kind of exciting because that's the way this game's going so far, Nikki. We've seen some pretty good. Fouled off. Now he's down in the hole.
Some great
0-2.
pitching. Great pitching by these guys today.
Noah Walgamont is second time that we've been able to see him. He was not able to get the victory a few weeks ago when we were back here, but let's see what he can do. He's kind of got himself in the jam the second inning. It looked great going 1-2-3 like that. Some good defense by his shortstop for sure. And now 2-2 is the count.
Well, he's taking the initiative on the mound. Hopefully he can take the initiative at the plate now and get this team going.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for here. Is he's got the baseball undershirt. And
inside.
he's called strike 3. Walgamont goes way of the K. He's walking back to the dugout in a little bit depression mode, it looks like.
He's not too happy with himself right there.
No, he kind of gets to see what the umpire is seeing. And now up to bat is Rivera, who just made a great play over there at shortstop.
Yes, he did.
Let's see what he has in store for him up at the plate going down. Well, he's up 1-0 in the count after ball 1 went through.
Are Alexis and Alex, are they brothers?
They are brothers.
I think they're twins.
They might as well be with the names like that.
Yeah. Oh, nice pitch.
He didn't seem to like that. I thought it was a little outside.
Like the same spot that Noah.
I mean, you see the plate, and apparently, the plate to me is the white, but Brian Troop is seeing the black as part of the strike zone apparently as well, because it's adding an extra 2 inches here to the inside and outside of the plate.
That is a very big deal.
Huge deal. Well, Jonah Frost does not mind it as his hat goes flying and is still going away, and he's getting no infield help from his teammates as he has to go over there and snag his hat back, get the ball. He's all disheveled now, and it's a 3-1 count, so this could be huge if he will walk Rivera to get possibly a base runner for the Crusaders.
We'll see if Rivera gets the pitch that he wants with a 3-1 count.
He gets a hold of it, sends it out to center field, but able to range over and get it in time. A nice job by Austin Morris, able to see that, get it cleanly, and we have 1 out in the bottom of the second inning.
It's a great hit by Alex, though. It dropped just a little bit.
It makes me wonder if really fly balls could be the issue and not just line drives in this game, but time will tell right there. Excuse me, that's 2 outs in the inning. I only said 1 because I quickly looked at the scoreboard operator before he had fixed that, but I was in the wrong. So Ryan Cunningham up to bat now. Cunningham slices it into foul territory. See if the first baseman can range it. Oh, nice slide, just not able to get it. And the ball continues bouncing almost out of our range here behind the camera.
That was a great effort by Alex Charles, the first baseman.
I mean, if you really want to do wind sprints here, just try to handle getting the balls in foul territory, as it's a long way. Obviously, this ballpark is over 100 years old, so they didn't really think things through when they were building this back in the day of what baseball would be in 100 years. A strike call there. Now 1-2 count is for Cunningham.
I'm going to say right now that that's Frost's favorite pitch right there, right on the outside of that corner of the plate, because he got Noah with that as well. And what was it?
And strike 3, 2 Ks in the inning. And Noah Frost wheeling and dealing there for the Blackbirds. But Noah Walgamont comes out for the top of the third. We'll see what he can do. We're going to take a quick break here from Gill Stadium, 0-0, as we go to the top of the third. And the top of the third inning here as Liam Walgamont goes for the first pitch to outside. And top of the order for the Blackbirds as Liam Conley comes up to bat. He got on base with a walk in the top of the first, so we'll see what we can do in the third as the Blackbirds were within 90 feet of scoring the first run of the game in the first, but Walgamont has got it together ever since. 2 outside pitches there. Trying to work the outside, get him a little ground ball, but Liam Conley is not going for it. Swings and is fouled back our way. Brody Druin thought about it for a second, realized, hey, you know what? I don't want to run that far. I'm going to go back.
I'll save my legs.
I'll save my legs. Maybe we'll get on base and I'll steal some bags.
Oh.
And just like that, Walgamont on fire, his second straight K and third in the last 2 innings. And we have 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Nikki, this has been impressive to see here.
He is impressive. Definitely impressive. Having 4 Ks already, getting himself out of that jam. Walking into this inning on fire. Might be still upset with his strikeout from the last inning, but...
Well, Alex Charles up here and fouls one over. See if first baseman is able to get it, and he is. Just like that. 2 quick outs. And, all right, Noah Walgamont bringing the heat. Loving it right now.
Nice grab by Colin.
That brings us to the shortstop, Zach Moores. Oh, apparently my watch is trying to send out text messages to people. Those Apple Watches, they're fun to have.
Oh, they love to talk to you.
But apparently I didn't really want to talk to Alexis,
They
and
love to talk to you.
Alexis wanted to talk to me. But either way, we're back to the action here, as we have a 1-1 count here.
Zach did walk his last time at bat.
Yeah, he got all the way to second base before the inning ended, so he wants to get back on the base paths again, but with 2 outs, it's really up to him to keep this inning alive for the Blackbirds. Oh, it looked like a strike from my angle, but apparently umpire Troop did not agree with it, so we have a 3-1 count. Noah in a little bit of trouble. Outside pitch, and another walk there for Zach Morris. And that brings us to the second baseman, Peter Haas.
It's a 4th walk given up by Walgamont.
Yeah, that's a lot of pitches for sure in the third inning, and fly out to center field. Let's see if he can figure it out, and he is able to read it, and in a glove it goes. Noah Walgamont with 1 walk, but is able to escape the third. We have a scoreless ball game here from Gill Stadium as the Keene Blackbirds take the field. We'll see what the Crusaders can do up at the plate. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's baseball action. And we're back for the bottom of the third inning here as the Crusaders looking to get something going. They have not gotten a player on the base paths, and it's now up to Colin Fields to figure that out, the left fielder here for the Crusaders, as Noah Walgamont able to strike out 2 of the 3 batters in the second inning, and we'll see what they can do here. Fields, another hockey player for the Crusaders, had a fun season right there for sure. Loved a lot of those players. They were fun to watch. I've been kind of a fan of the Memorial for a couple years after I unfortunately made one of the kids famous for a little error that he had getting onto the ice where he ran into his hockey stick. He kind of put his stick out there too quick and clotheslined himself.
Yeah.
Hilarious, but not funny for the person who becomes famous the next day for not realizing that he was gonna do that to himself his first game. But either way, a fly ball back towards us, but not able to read it. And it actually landed on the walkway, the catwalk up here behind us in the press box. So we might have a souvenir ourselves when we leave here. We'll see what happens, Nikki.
Great.
I don't know if you ever need a high school baseball, but there might be one available if you're interested.
Hey, one of these guys might make it to the MLB someday. You don't know.
A 1-2 count to Colin Fields here. Jonah Frost throws a little curve in there, but Fields was not able to fall for it, and now we got 2-2 count. Fouls one up, and he's going to come back again. Impressive the amount of foul balls that Colin Fields is able to get. If only he can send it forward instead of backwards, we might have something going here. As Jonah Frost is wheeling and dealing. He should be a poker dealer if his baseball career comes to an end at any point. A swing and a miss. Ball gets away, and Fields is not even going to run. Oh, it's fouled off, so he got lucky there.
Lucky, very lucky right there.
I literally thought he just didn't want to run to first base, so that's why he stopped, but the catcher was not able to hold it. And, hey, a second chance, second life. Low count. Now a full count here. Fields, this could be a huge part of the game in the bottom of the third inning. Oh, and waves too easily there, and another K for Jonah Frost. And
start of the game.
Still, we're trying to figure something out for the Crusaders, trying to get their first victory of the year. And things are not going the way that they'd want to, as Brody Druin up to the bat now. Druin takes ball one.
It's really great to hear athletes that play more than one sport for their high school and still keep up with their education. And get
it's tough.
It's tough, definitely. So you've already mentioned a few that play hockey, and that's amazing. Those are amazing athletes that play more than one sport as well.
Obviously, COVID has put a huge damper in the preparation, the expert, the everything that's what we're used to in sports has changed dramatically in these past 2 years. Obviously, we're happy to be having baseball back after the 2020 season was canceled.
Correct.
So to have these kids out here 6 weeks, I mean that's a kind of a tough schedule that you have to play the same teams twice in 1 week instead of going all over the states. But hey, either way, we're glad to be here for Manchester Public Television for baseball, softball, lacrosse. Nikki, you and I will do a softball game for sure. We just need to have the players able to show up instead of going on vacations and getting sick and stuff like that.
Vacations, yes. And yes, COVID has done a big damper, and I'm sure these kids are very, very happy to finally be out.
Ground ball over to second base, an easy throw over to first, and the second out of the inning, Peter Haas to Alex Charles. And Jonah Frost, pleased with how his day has gone so far. And now we come to the number 9 batter, the other Rivera, Alex, I believe it is.
Mr. Alex Rivera.
And little dribbler, Frost able to get it over to Charles in time, and a quick out. Goes 1-2-3 again. We'll go to the top of the 4th inning and see what the Keene Blackbirds can do up at the plate. Crusaders hoping to play some good defense here with Noah Walgamot pitching really well through the second and third innings. So we'll be right back with more action. Back here for the 4th inning as Noah Walgamot gets the ball, gets some loving from his third baseman Brody Druin, and we'll see what we can do. The first pitch, a check swing strike there as the designated hitter Aaron Kent up to bat. He went down by way of the K in the first inning. He wanted to hustle that out, but it was way foul. But at least we're seeing being athletically driven to get up there. Kent had a chance to bring in some runs in that first inning with the bases loaded and only 1 out, but he went down by way of the K. And let's see what he can do here as a 1-2 count now to him. And Walgamot, another foul ball. It looked like it came close to his foot for sure, and that is never a good feeling.
No.
Obviously,
with this cold weather either.
Oh my, yeah, that's not going to help you at all. Even though we're inside of a press box without the wind, another foul ball down the third base line. Apparently, he's really far ahead of the pitches here that Noah Walgamot's throwing. Maybe he needs to hold off another 1/10 of a second to maybe have one of these balls go in a fair territory, as we're seeing a grounder to short over there to first. And a 6-3 out there for Noah Walgamont. Rivera over to Brodeur. And we got one out, Nikki.
One down.
One down here. Wheeling and dealing both sides. I was not expecting a game like this at all with these conditions, and it's been a pleasure to have as Cal Tiani, who also went down by way of the K in the first inning,
Yes, he did.
comes up to bat as Walgamont steps off the bag after a big gust of wind almost blew his hat off.
Seen a lot of that today already.
Seen a lot of that. We obviously we saw Frost having a little issues with his hat that he had to come off, but you know. Nothing much you can do with these wind gusts with the flagpole shaken out there in center field as two inside pitches have made Tiani up in the count 2-0. Something I should have looked into. Ooh, there's the pitch that you were always talking about. He hits the outside corner.
Well, Troop likes those corners. He does.
Even though I work for media, I'm not aware of why the flag is at half staff. I should probably try to find that out. If you have any idea of, I'm not sure of another inside pitch, and that will go for a walk. The first
Tiani.
base runner that we've seen from either side since the first inning, and with one out comes the center fielder Austin Morris.
Let's see. Flag is at half staff, huh?
That's what it looks like, unless it's so windy that it came off its moorings. A bunt attempt there, but it goes foul, and Kent has to Tiani has to go all the way back to first base.
Half staff.
Austin Morris, he popped out to the catcher high above us here in the second inning, so we'll see what he can do here in the fourth with finally a base runner on. Been a good, quiet couple innings here. A good bunt attempt here. It drops down, and Walgamont able to throw it over, but it's going to be safe. And now a bunt single has the Blackbirds with base runners at first and second base.
And hats are flying. I feel he did a somersault.
Yeah, that was I don't know if he's a gymnast at all, Mr. Austin Morris. Obviously, being a center fielder, he obviously has some speed to him, and he definitely put on the flyers there to get to the first base there.
I mean, you do see batters slide into first base to get there faster.
But swinging foul right there. If it was going to go fair, that was going to be a great swinging bunt.
Oh, yes.
I've gotten on base plenty of times with those, I can tell you that.
Haven't we all?
I'm a big fan of those swinging bunts.
I'm with you on that one.
Jaden Phillips, the catcher, went down by a strikeout there in the second inning. See what we can do with some
nice pitch.
ducks on the pond. Down 0-2 in the count, though, is Phillips. Jaden having a great day behind the plate. Obviously, that's the most important in some ways. A quick ground ball, not able to tag, able to throw it over to second, but not in time. And now we have the bases loaded.
This is a juiced. The bases are juiced.
Brody Druin having a little difficulties on that bouncing ball. I thought he's going to put the tag on the base runner to Kent, but to Tiani, but he did not. And now it comes to the number 9 batter, Tanner Payne, hoping to again, Nikki, bring that Payne.
The Payne.
Let's see what we can do. The pitch back our way. Just to the right of us up here, and able to come back down.
I would have had that one, Kyle.
You would have had. All right. Well, I know you thought about it, but we're four floors above the field here, so let's just be safe and smart here. Another one back this way. Walgamont really trying to put some pressure on Mr. Tanner Payne here.
Last time the bases were loaded, Walgamont had one out, I believe, and he struck out the last 2 batters. So
a fly ball out there, I would say don't even bother catching that, and he is not able to. I figured if he was able to catch it, there was going to be an easy sacrifice fly. So kind of baseball minds thinking right there as I'm watching the ball fly out to right field. But no cars damaged on Maple Street, and we're back to action. A ground ball, foul. Nice job by Drew in that time. Able to keep the ball. Kind of a delay in the game at all, as all the Crusaders able to go back. All the runners able to go back to their bases. And a 0-2 count here. Fouled again.
Is that the 5th foul ball?
He's going left, he's going right, he's just
everywhere.
not getting in between the lines for fair territory, is Tanner Payne, who grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd inning. Payne, another. They're not even hit that hard. They're just not falling in territory. And as a righty, he's hitting a lot of foul balls to the right side of the field.
He's working Noah Walgamont very much right now.
Ooh, going for that high strikeout pitch, just not able to get that call. And now, trouble here, a 1-2 count. Payne sends it out to center field. It's going to be stopped by the wind. The center fielder able to wind up. Let's see what he can do with the throw of the plate. What a throw! A double play to get out of the inning.
What a throw!
What a throw by the quarterback. The center fielder, Josephic, able to get the Crusaders out of the damage. Bases loaded, only 1 out, and just like that, 2 outs in 1 play. Wow.
Excellent,
Nikki, that was incredible to see. I didn't think that throw was going to be nearly in time. Obviously,
1 bounce.
the third baseman, Calatiani, tagging up. He just did not get there in time. We're going to take a quick break and digest this off so we can actually be colorful with that excitement there.
I got the goosebumps from that.
Yeah, so we'll be right back with we'll see what Jonah Frost can do as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning for Manchester Public Television's baseball action. Well, we are back for the bottom of the 4th inning, and the man of the hour, Jeffrey Josephic, who just caught the 2nd out through a laser from center field all the way to the catcher, Tim Alley, able to lay the tag on Calatiani and a double play there, and now here he is up to bat with 1 ball in the count. And a swing there.
That's a good cut. That was a great cut.
Let's see what he can do here. Obviously, he's got that energy. He's got the support of his teammates, and see if he can figure out Noah Frost, a foul off of his front foot, and now a 1-2 count. Nikki, I don't know what the Crusaders are going to be able to do to try to figure out how to stop this amazing day from Jonah Frost. We are now just to the top of the lineup in the bottom of the 4th, so he's gone 1, 2, 3 in every inning so far.
Yes, he has. He's got 3 Ks, I believe, right?
He's got 3 Ks. That's what I have here. And hey, it's all that matters is he's got some great fielding. None of the balls have left. There's only been 1 ball to the outfield so far. It's been a great day of defense for the Blackbirds. An high inside pitch there. And we have a 2-2 count as the wind gusts continue to blow here from beautiful Gill Stadium. The wind's coming from the northwest, a cold front coming through, and JJ not able to get on that pitch, and he goes down by way of the K, the 4th of the day for Jonah Frost. And now up to bat is Colin Brodeur. Brodeur grounded to short in the 1st inning, and now we have a meeting of the catcher-pitcher trying to figure out what's going on here between Frost and Phillips. Maybe they got a little confused there on some of those calls. I'm not sure. It still worked out to get that strikeout. And
what a rip.
Here we go, out there to center field, and able to make this snag is Austin Morris again. Morris getting some love from Tanner Payne there, as now they are 2 quick outs.
As you were talking about Frost and Phillips talking on the mound, I saw Frost, he had touched himself and said, "Oh, my bad." I think for a couple pitches that he had actually sent in, so you might have been correct about them, speaking about the pitches.
And a ground ball over to short, able to throw over to first base, and just like that, Moore's over to Charles.
Another 1-2-3 inning for Frost.
Kind of getting sick of seeing these from the Crusaders. The Blackbirds, they will come up to bat here after leaving the bases loaded in the 1st and the 4th. Noah Walgamont, I believe, will still be up to the plate, up on the mound. So we'll be right back just to see what's going to happen here as the Keene Blackbirds and the Memorial Crusaders both tied at 0. We'll be back. And now here we are back for the top of the 5th inning, an inside pitch there from Walgamont. Walgamont's been pretty busy getting into the 5th inning so far, leaving the bases loaded in the 1st and in the 4th, but we'll see what he has in store here as he gets a called strike on the outside, a 1-1 count here, as Liam Conley is up to the plate. He's walked and struck it out, so we'll see what he can do his 3rd time up to the plate. The right fielder there. It's really an easy day in the field. He's been busier on the at the plate, but he's not really gotten the head of the bat on the ball after walking and striking out. So we'll see what he can do here. A 3-1 count. And he will go by way of the walk again.
Second walk of the day for him.
Can't go wrong with getting on base that way. Obviously, as a leadoff hitter, he's got some speed as he did get a stolen base in the 1st inning.
Was just about to tell you that exactly. Stole base. He's probably got some fire under his legs right now. See it coming.
And we'll see what we can do for Alex Charles now. Charles takes the 1st strike. Charles flew out to right field and popped out to 1st base in this game. So he's gotten ahead. He's gotten the ball in the bat, but just not cleanly. As now it looks like he's going to foul one over to 1st base again. As he goes over, able to make the play.
What a snag by Brodeur.
He kind of overran it, but Colin Brodeur able to figure things out and throws the glove up and is able to come down with a little Easter egg present.
I was going to say a snow cone. Remember,
yeah, a little snow cone. Yeah,
snow cone
I
right
like
there.
that for sure. So as we get one out here, as again, he's had a tough day with fouling out. As Zach Morris, who has 2 walks on the day. Obviously, he has a Kevin Youkilis type way of being up at the bat. As he gets a hold of one and sends it out to center field to see if JJ can get a hold of this one. He loses it with the wind, able to one-hop it. But now we'll see they're sending him home, and the Blackbirds are going to get the run on a screaming double there by Zach Morris. And the Blackbirds score on Liam Conley, able to run around, and we have a 1-0 game here.
It's a nice shot. Good try by JJ.
You could see that where he saw the ball, he turned, and it just was not to be as the wind got a hold of it from where he was running. And it's certainly tough for any outfielder today to try to figure this out, as a 5th inning double has brought in a run for the Blackbirds. As now Peter Haas, the 2nd baseman, comes up to bat.
It was 0-1.
And he gets a hold of it and sends it out to left field. Left fielder not able to make it, grabs it one-handed with the ball and able to get it in, and we have a single there. So Noah Walgamont in some serious trouble here in the 5th inning. Runners on the corners, only 1 out, already down 1-0. There is someone warming up over there in the bullpen for the Crusaders, so his day could be coming to an end. We'll see if he can get out of this jam. A strike call there to big number 11, the designated hitter, Aaron Kent. Kent has struck out in the 1st and grounded out to short in the 4th. He was the leadoff guy in the 4th inning, and now here he is back.
With runners at the corners and 1 out. Let's turn the double play here. That'd be amazing if we could do that.
That would be great. Outside pitch. A 2-1 count now. Peter Haas on 1st, as well as Zach Morris at 3rd. A swing and a miss, a 2-2 count now. Walgamont at least going out with some fire here.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
He gets a hold. See if we can do this.
There it is. Come on.
6, 4. Oh, not able to get that was Brodeur. And another run will come in for the Blackbirds as Kent will go down to 2nd base, and we have a 2-0 game. The look, what should have been a 6-4-3 double play was not to be. It was only a 6-4 and no 3. And now Blackbirds in taking advantage of Noah Walgamot throwing a lot of pitches throughout this game, as Aaron Kent now on second base for Cal Tiani.
That was a tough ball for Brodeur to catch right there. It was kind of low to the ground, but A for effort. Try to turn the double play.
Kent will come out of the game, and replacement for him is number 4, Aaron Caldwell. I don't know if we're just going to be a pinch runner or if he's going to replace him for the game, so we'll stay tuned to see what happens with him. But Blackbirds scoring 2 here in the 5th inning. Really been a difficult day at the plate for the Crusaders, and should be interesting to see how the rest of this game goes with no runs, no hits, no errors, a clean game for Keene, and we're hoping for a different outtake for this game, but we'll see what happens here. And pitch fouled off. A souvenir for the parents if they have any interest.
I'm sure Walgamot's just trying to get out of this inning right now. I'm sure he's feeling a little devastated, a little bit, being down, 2-0.
Yeah, it's certainly a tough spot to be. Cal Tiani up here gets a hold of it, sends it over to second base, not able to field it cleanly, gets out there to center field. Another run will come around for the Blackbirds, a 3-0 game. An error over there to the second baseman,
Ryan Cunningham.
We're kind of curious on if his throw was off, if he got called for the error on the double play, but I think that would have been to Brodeur on that. But it makes you wonder after seeing that. And now we got a pitching replacement. Walgamot going to go out to left field. We're going to get all these changes. We'll take a quick break, check out this new pitcher. And for Manchester Public Television's baseball action, Keene up 3-0 in the top of the 5th. Well, pitcher Noah Walgamot is sent out to left field, and now we have a new pitcher, number 14, first pitch out to JJ. JJ able to snag it and get out of the inning like that. A tough inning all around for the Crusaders as the Blackbirds able to put 3 up on the column for runs, and we'll see what the Crusaders are doing. They're down to 9 outs after being left hitless throughout this game. We'll see what we can do as we'll take another break here as the Crusaders come up to the bat in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back. And we are back here for the bottom of the 5th inning as big number 20 comes up to the bat. Noah Walgamot gave up, fortunate, a couple runs here in the top of the inning, and see what he can do here up at the plate. Noah had struck out in the 2nd inning, so we'll see what he can do here in the 5th inning with his team down 3-0. Jonah Frost pitching a gem of a game so far, and Walgamot trying to change that as it is a 2-2 count so far. Frost not really seems to be having to work that much. He's hasn't had too many full counts, as he will get a full count here, actually. Maybe I jinxed him here.
Too soon.
I know. Maybe I should say something like that more often here.
Well, he hasn't even thrown a walk yet, so.
He has not. No, and now it gets a hold of it, but it's gonna be sky high. Shortstop ranging over, says he got it, and he sure enough does. And just like that, another out. Zach Moore is able to say, "Hey guys, trust me, it's my ball." And now up to bat is Rivera, who flew out to center field, so he got a hold of the ball before. But let's see if he can do this again, as now Memorial down to 8 outs in this game. Smart job not going around in that one, seeing that there was going to be a bouncing ball. I don't know if Frost didn't have a good handle on the ball, or if it just didn't go the way that he wanted. But either way, he comes back with a fastball right down the outside of the plate, and a 1-1 count now. Frost a quick delivery here. Ground ball over to shortstop. Let's see what Morris can do. Over to Charles.
Oh.
And he is
Held
able
on
to
to
get
it.
that out. I wasn't sure if it was bobbled or not. I was waiting for the umpire to make that call. And Brian Smith says, yes, he was able to hold on to it. And a 6-3 shortstop to first base out brings us to Ryan Cunningham.
It was a low throw by Zach Morris, but good enough that Alex Charles did hold on to the ball pretty well there.
Nikki, I had a feeling you were going to do that. It's Morris.
Did what I say, Morris?
You said Morris.
I wanted to say Morris to see if you would catch me.
Oh well,
To see if you would-
I'm on it in some ways, I guess, in this fifth inning.
Can't let Zach know that I said that though.
It's all right. Maybe there's a screech sighting, or too soon. I'm sorry. That's he just passed recently, so I need to take that back. AC Slater seems to be a good spot to be in.
Mario, there you go.
Mario Lopez, a swing and a miss there. A 2-1 count is to Cunningham.
But Frost does have a quick. He's quick.
Yeah, he
Quick
really
release.
him and Jaden Phillips really have a good connection here that they're able to quickly give him the pitch, and sure enough, he's able to bring that power from the mound. And now a 2-2 count. Cunningham trying not to go down by way of the K again.
He was swinging for the fences on that one for sure. That last pitch.
High pitch that Cunningham was able to see and hold off of, and now another full count. And the pitch. Strike 3.
Right on that outside.
Cunningham
corner.
is in shock. Frost is running over, excited to get some love from his teammates. And just like that, a 1-2-3 fifth inning for the Blackbirds. They'll come up to the plate with a 3-0 lead. We'll go to the top of the sixth inning for Manchester Public Television's baseball action. We'll be right back. Back here at Gill Stadium, a quick ground ball over to third base, able to throw it over to first, and one pitch, one out. Number 14, we don't know his name. We don't have a roster up here with the full entire team, so all I know is that 2 pitches, 2 outs so far as he's come in relief of Noah Walgamont.
He's doing his
Pretty
job.
impressive right there to do 2 outs and 2 pitches. I definitely didn't have too many of those days in my career behind pitching. So either way, a quick Jaden Phillips over to ground out, and now comes Tanner Payne.
And he's doing what, Kyle?
He's going to attempt to bring the Payne. He has not done that in this game so far, but either way, he's happy to be out there as he flew out to center field as Jeffrey Josephic was able to throw a laser from center field to the plates. Tim Alley able to put the tag on it, and that was the most exciting part of the game to me so far. But we still have some time to see if that will be replaced by something else, as we'll see what happens here.
He has a very different release. If you watch his arm, slings back.
Very different for sure.
Oh yeah. Kind of like pauses for a second, then it's like a sling.
As actually, we have a replacement for Payne. This is actually Jared Schmidt out here. So my apologies. No more Payne, as Schmidt able to send it out there in between the short and third baseman, and a single there for Jared Schmidt.
Yes, we did
And
miss that. Yeah.
the Blackbirds able to get a 1-out single here in the top of the sixth inning. And that brings us to the leadoff. The man that brought the first run to the Blackbirds, Liam Conley. Conley able to get a hold of this one, see if it goes through the uprights.
Wow. Now that hit Maple Street.
That definitely, I hope that car that just went by looks like an Audi, or no, actually that's I don't know what that is, but they seem to be still going by. Now we got to worry about the guy on the bicycle that's coming down the road. Let's see if Conley gets a hold of it again, and he does, sends it out, but well played by the right fielder, just not able to, goes over his head, hits the fence, and that will go for a double there, as Liam Conley able to get 2 clean hits out there to right field, and now the Blackbirds in good conditions right here to get some more runs, as a 1-out double here in the 6th inning.
That was a shot over the
It
fence.
certainly was. Brings us up to Alex Charles. Charles has had a rough day going 0 for 3. All flyouts. He grounds one over there to third base. Third baseman thought about bringing it home. Was not able to, as Keene will get another run. It was a tough spot to be in for the third baseman, Brody Druin. I think he should have gone for the base runner to keep that score 3-0. But
I don't disagree with you. Should have faked the throw, and yeah.
And he did not. And now we have 2 outs, runner at third base. As again, a nice clean throw over from third base, drew into Brodeur, but I don't know. You got to keep the score down.
Oh,
and
100%.
he was not able to do that. As now Zach Morris, who also scored up to the plate now.
I definitely don't disagree with you on that play, Kyle. Druin throwing to first base. Well, watch the film and maybe you'll learn that one for next time.
And talking about the baseball here goes the umpire and the pitcher here. So obviously he's kind of sensing something's different here, as the Blackbirds a chance to make it a 5-0 game. A fly ball out there to center field. Let's see if JJ can get this. Oh, it's actually going to go to the Rivera out in right field. And either way, good job by the defense talking it up, saying who's got it. And the Blackbirds score another run here in the 6th inning. A 4-0 lead. Let's see what the Crusaders can do. It's the bottom 3 of the lineup here as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning for the Manchester Public Television's baseball action.
What's that?
And we are back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Carter Bailey, the pitcher who came in for Noah Waldemont. We finally got his name. He is replacing Colin Fields in the batting order, and he is up to bat for the first time here as we were able to finally do some detective work here. Manchester Police is behind me here, and they might be interested in me as a detective here, because I was able to finally figure this out of who the mysterious pitcher is here. And let's see what Carter Bailey can do out here on the at the plate. Left-handed hitter, really far back in the batter's box.
Ooh.
As a 2-1 count there. Nikki, you didn't really like that pitch, huh?
Detective Kyle.
Detective Kyle over here.
I didn't like that pitch.
Well, let's see what this one can bring
Yeah.
as he grounds it over to second base. We've seen this over and over again, a throw over, and the Blackbirds able to get another out here.
Oof.
Now it's down to 5 outs for the Crusaders as Jonah Frost is absolutely bringing the cold frost conditions to the Crusaders, as now we got Brody Druin up here. Druin takes a ball there.
Keene does have somebody warming up in their bullpen at this time.
Oh, interesting. That could be a game changer for sure. This is only Brody's second time up to the bat here in this game, as he grounded out to second base, as we just saw from Carter Bailey. So second baseman's been quite busy here in this game.
Yes, they have.
Low pitch there. 2 balls. All right.
Fine. Okay.
See what Brody can do here. And the pitch here from Frost. Outside. Oh, that was that ball 4. I apologize. I only thought it was ball 3. So, well,
It's the first walk of the game for Frost.
first base runner for the
And
Crusaders.
first base runner. Thank you, Kyle. First base runner for the Crusaders.
First base runner now, Alex Rivera, who grounded out to Frost in the 3rd inning.
That
Up
little
to bat
dribbler,
now,
yeah.
little dribbler.
Yep.
Outside pitch.
Starting to fall behind, Frost is.
Yeah, interesting here. It's the temperatures have stayed the same. It's not like they've it's gotten any different here from the start of the game at 4 o'clock to now being 5:20 in the afternoon here. Another strong wind gust. You can see the pants and the jerseys just flying like a flag out there.
Look at the umpire's pants. Just like, ooh, flying away.
Well, this gives a chance for the unless Rivera grounds into a double play to possibly get the leadoff hitter JJ up there, and a K there. Apparently, it looks like Rivera has something in his eye from the wind blowing at him.
So the dirt off the mound blowing forward towards the batter.
You can see, I'll kind of zoom in here, as the sand you can see is blowing here. Ball there. Frost not happy with that call. He's kind of got something to say to the umpire. Either way, it's a 2-2 count here. Keene leading this game 4-0. And pitch. He gets a hold of it, sends it out to center field. Center and right field talking it over, and the right fielder is able to snag it as Liam Conley gets that out. Now there's 2 outs in the game, and now Josephic able to come up, the leadoff first batter of the game, only his 3rd time up to bat. He's gone down by way of the K in the 4th, and he grounded out to second base. Seems like a trend here in this game, Nikki.
Yeah, it does seem like a very, very high trend in this game right now, Kyle, definitely.
Quite a trend for sure. As, let's see if he gets a hold of it, sends it out there towards the bathrooms to the first base side of the... And now we got a ball being thrown out to the pitcher who is not really ready for it, or it might have been a bad throw. We'll blame it on the coach.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, always got to blame it on the coach,
Blame
right?
the coach, always.
Yeah.
Easiest thing to do.
Well, we got a 1 strike here on Josephic. JJ has a chance to
Move the base runner over here.
do something here. Have fun with 2, JJ. Have fun with 2.
Yeah.
And he sends it out there to right field as Carter Bailey, or excuse me, not Bailey. Oh, it goes into the... Boy, that would have been a tough collision there with that pole.
Oh, yeah.
That pole is actually meant for a netting for the soccer games here. And, well, I can see that Liam Conley is not a big friend of that pole.
No, definitely not.
He kind of gave it a little hug, but not really what he had intended to do. As now JJ down 0-2 in the count. And the pitch from Frost. Outside, and wow, a good job there by the catcher, Jaden Phillips. That was at least 2 feet outside.
That was a good stop. That was like a goalie slide.
I don't know if Jaden Phillips is the goalie possibly for the hockey team, but with range like that, he should think about that. And JJ hits it over our heads. Back there towards Valley Street.
We get admired about catchers. They're down on their knees for so long, you know, all the moves they have to make, stopping the ball. So it's a very athletic position to be in as well.
And I'm curious if it's easier on the AstroTurf here that we see have at Gill Stadium.
Touche, okay.
As JJ able to send it over, but an easy play by the shortstop, Zach Moores, able to get out of it. We had a first base runner of the game for the Crusaders, a 1-out walk, but the Crusaders not able to capitalize on that, as we will go to the 7th inning with the Blackbirds leading it 4-0. We'll be right back. And Carter Bailey comes out here for his 2nd inning in relief, 3rd altogether after only facing 1 batter in the 5th inning. And we'll see what we can do as we have a replacement at catcher as well, as Andrew Wall, big number 21, comes behind the plate here for the top of the 7th inning, leading off. Oh, crushed out to left field here. Let's see what happens with the wind. Able to make the catch is Noah Walgamot. Boy, if that wind is not blowing as hard as it is today, that would have been absolutely crushed. But Noah Walgamot able to read it well off the bat, and we got a quick first out of the top of the 7th inning.
It was good concentration by Noah, the wind.
Very much so. It's certainly a doozy in today's conditions. So now up to bat for Keene is number 4, and number 4 takes a first pitch ball, and let's see what we got here. Yeah,
This is Aaron Caldwell.
Aaron Caldwell fouls it away. They're really
They're getting going down there, aren't they?
Yeah, I can hear the Blackbirds are on their
chirping away.
They're on their stairs talking their Andrew Caldwell up, and Carter Bailey trying to figure out how to stop that from happening. as now we have a 2-1 count.
Being up 4-0, still chirping away down there.
They're into this game.
Oh,
I mean,
100%. Need
after
the Crusaders to do the same thing.
a strike call there. I don't think he approved of that Caldwell, but as a lefty here, Keene in their gray pants, black jerseys, and orange lettering. Swings away a little late on that, but it goes into the grandstands, so the very empty grandstands here at Gill Stadium. As if I do a quick count, I see a total of about 8 fans here in today's attendance. Obviously, COVID having a factor on that, and also the conditions. But thank you to those watching on television, as Caldwell thought he was going to get a hold of it, but instead he lines one out there to center field and gets a single. The teammates are pleased for him in the Blackbirds dugout right now.
They're very happy for him.
Rightfully so, for sure. Now up to bat is Cal Tiani. Tiani was able to walk in the 4th inning and also went down by way of the K in the 1st inning. So we'll see what he can do here. Gets a call from the third base coach.
Caldwell's got a nice jump right there.
Caldwell able to get up there on a infield. I thought the shortstop could have ranged a little bit more, but it's either way. Now here we go. Can Wall get the throw down there in time? And not able to. Caldwell really bringing the energy for the Blackbirds right here.
I would say so.
It's like he's gonna win the game if he
like
gets
celebrity.
around.
I feel like he's a celebrity right now.
I don't know what is going on with this Andrew Caldwell from the Keene area, but apparently I might need to get his autograph by the way of the end of this game. And a pitch, a grounder, ranging over. Smart move, throw over.
Nice play by Rivera.
The umpire says it's in time, and Brodeur able to keep that in his glove tightly, and now there are 2 outs with a runner at second base still for number 1. Let's see what Austin Morris can do here. As
he popped up to the catcher, and then he had a bunt the last time up. Swing and a miss, strike there.
Morris still kind of trying to keep himself warm here. He's got the long sleeve black underneath his short sleeve black jersey. Swings a little late there. Another souvenir for the fans, the all 8 of them. Except for this ball actually bounced all sorts of different ways, and the trainer able to come over and get it. And no souvenirs. Sorry, fans. You're going to have to figure that out another time.
Yeah.
0-2 count. Swinging late again is Morris, but he's staying alive.
Right off the end of the bat.
I don't know if he's a Bee Gees fan or not, but he's staying alive out there. As the Blackbirds trying to put more runs on the plates, or around onto home plates to increase their lead. Already up 4-0. And the pitch from Bailey. It fouls it up. Bailey is going to run over. So isn't Wall. Wall not able to get there in time. Great attempt there. Mm-hmm. If Bailey had gone and run, who knows, if he had too much speed, he could have tumbled over the wall, not the wall, but the grate in front of the dugout, and that could have caused an injury. So either way, 0-2 count, and we'll see what can happen here for Morris.
Oh.
Wow, a called ball.
All day.
Yeah.
Troop has been calling that all day.
Well, he's not a trooper right now for the Crusaders.
That looked good for Bailey. Bailey wanted that one, definitely.
And now another pitch over to second base. Let's see if easy throw.
Nice
And now it comes down to this. 3 outs away. They have not been able to utilize the bats to get a hit. They've only had 1 base runner in this game. Keene hoping to keep this lead, a 4-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's do or die for the Crusaders. We'll be right back.
See what we got here.
Now it's the bottom of the 7th inning, and Jonah Frost looking to continue his dominance of the Crusaders here as it is a 4-0 lead into this last at-bat possibly. Colin Brodeur up to bat. He grounded out to short in the first and flew out to center in the fourth. And now we'll see what he can do here in the 7th inning. He 1-1 count so far.
Let's get something started for the Crusaders here, hopefully.
Brodeur has had a decent day in the field at first base. Now sends it over to second base. Easily fielded there for a 4-3 out. Haas to Charles. I feel like it's like deja vu. I've said that a few times here in this game.
Yes, you have, Kyle. Yes, you have.
And that takes us to Tim Alley, who was replaced in the field by Andrew Wall, but is still going to utilize his bat. He is grounded out to second base as well as grounded out to shortstop.
Ball outside.
So we'll see what they have in store for him here, as now it's kind of a down to the last 2 outs. Sends it out there to center field, kind of in no man's land. The second baseman says he has it, and he does enough. Peter Haas, good job by the Blackbirds talking it out. I thought it should have been someone else's ball. That was a long ways to range.
It was a very long ways to range for the second baseman. I would have think the center field or the right field would have called him off. More of the right fielder, but it's a good play by Haas.
Takes us to Noah Walgamont with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Ball 1 there. And now Walgamont has struck it out in the second and flew out to shortstop as he gets it to second base. Haas able to slide, and now Walgamont breaks up the no-no, the bottom of the 7th inning, and there had been no hits for the Crusaders until Noah Walgamont, a little dribbler over to second base. I don't think they're going to clarify that as an error, as Haas really tried his best to get that last out. And just like that, we'll see what the Crusaders can do. Have fun with 2 guys. The no-hitter is gone. The perfect game was lost in the 4th inning, I believe it was, with a walk in the 6th inning. Excuse me. So Frost still looking to get the complete game shutout here. But, boy, I thought the game was over. Well, now he's stealing a hit and run going on here. Frost over to first. The ball is thrown out into foul territory. That's going to allow a base runner to come around to score. And Noah Walgamont breaks up the no-no and breaks up the shutout.
And scores the first run for the Crusaders.
And just like that, a 4-1 ball game here. Still 2 outs, runner on third base. And can Memorial come alive here in the 7th inning to score the runs to win the game?
That's pure excitement right there. Pure excitement to see that happen.
A long throw by Burke, not able to hit Charles at first, and now we'll see if he's going to come out. A great day.
Great
His
day.
Teammates come out to give him some love. He's going to most likely get the victory in this game, but no one, we got a pitcher coming out here, a big number 20, going to take over to be the closer in this game. A heck of a day pitching here for.
You see Frost giving that little, just a little bit more, just a little bit.
He wanted to get that complete game. He lost the no-no, lost the shutout. He'll be back for more, I'm sure, another day, as the Blackbirds have looked dominant today. We're going to check out this new pitcher. We'll take a quick break in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 outs, a 4-1 lead for the Blackbirds, but the Crusaders see what they can do. We'll be right back. Sharik Khan out to close the game for the Blackbirds. Big number 20 here is ready as Cunningham up to bat. Cunningham has struck out twice in this game. Khan throwing some heat right there on that very first pitch.
He's got a high leg lift for his pitch.
Very high.
Very high leg lift.
I mean, looking at the size of him, I mean, we're up here, but he's got to be at least 6'3" in my eyes.
At least. He is very tall. He's a tall glass of water.
And Cunningham sends it up in the air, and this could do it. And the Keene Blackbirds come over here to Manchester and take the game over the Memorial Crusaders. An exciting one here, as we were almost got to see a no-hitter from Jonah Frost, who ended the game with 5 Ks, 1 hit, and 1 walk. But that will do it from here at Gill Stadium. Nikki, it's been a pleasure to have you. Your first time up in the booth, and you did great up here. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. Thoughts on the game overall? I mean,
it was a great game. Obviously, it was a pitching duel for quite a while. Definitely a pitching duel for quite some time. A lot of grounds outs, fly outs, a lot of defense. Unfortunately, the Crusaders couldn't get the bat on the ball. Couldn't get a base runner until the end of the 7th inning, so it's an unfortunate loss for them. Great game pitched by Frost for sure.
That'll be the player of the game for sure.
Absolutely.
Is Jonah Frost. Appreciates the performance that he put on here. Obviously, the play of the day would definitely go to Jeffrey Josephic. The double play, the fly ball out to center field, the laser throw down to the catcher to able to put on that tag and get that 3rd out of the inning. But it wasn't enough, as the Crusaders fall in this game. Final score of 4-1. I want to especially give a shout out to Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick. My name is Kyle Levy for Manchester Public Television. For Nikki Glazer, it's been a pleasure to be up here at Gill Stadium. We'll be back with more action on Wednesday, as I believe it is Central versus the Bedford Bulldogs. Those girls were supposed to play in softball today, and unfortunately that got canceled. So we'll see what Wednesday can bring here. But stay tuned to Channel 16 and manchestertv.org, and we'll be back with more action in due time. Have a great day, everyone, and stay safe and stay warm. Take care.